So this is going to be a reading for my Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be for June 1st through the 2nd. And we're going to see how the energy plays out for you. Now, if you're new, every important link that you may be looking for to book a session, all that will be in the description. Sagittarius for June 1st through the 2nd. Okay, so current energy, we do have the moon. Future energy, we have the Empress. Advice is the Daughter of Swords. The possible challenge is the Father of Wands in reverse. Love, we have the Chariot, and career and finances, we have the Son of Wands. Okay, let me go ahead and zoom in and back this up. Okay. So, Sagittarius, the first card being the moon, representing current energy. This is you going through the process of having a little bit of anxiety, or I would say fear for the future. You could be experiencing a little bit of uncertainty right now in energy. And this is creating a circumstance where you're like almost freaking out about the future. What's going to happen with this? What's going to happen with that? Am I going to be successful here? Is this going to clear up? Is the elusiveness and us not talking, is that going to continue to happen? A lot of questions that you guys constantly may be having, but right now most definitely being plagued by like this one running on question. Also with the moon card here, your energy could be being affected by the, the full moon eclipse that happened in Sagittarius, which is like so crazy that the moon came up in that first position. So yeah, that's interesting. Your energy may be being affected by that transit that we just experienced. But yeah, some of you guys are just feeling kind of restless, and some of you may be experiencing like this energy to be spontaneous out of the blue. But right now, I feel like the best thing for you to do is to trust your instincts with any like newer connections or newer opportunities that present itself during this time frame. Now, when it comes to what I see for the future energy with the Empress, this is a focus on growth, expansion, more money, more stability, maturity, all of that. Some of you may even have something come up around like a mother figure, whether this is your mother or you're a mother, and something comes up around like your child or the person you may have children with. Again, this is going to be different for each and every one of you, but yeah, in the future, there's definitely going to be a focus on that. Some of you are even trying to get pregnant, and you may be finding out that you've conceived and that you're actually about to expect, or you're expecting. Now, the advice for you with the Daughter of Swords, which would be the Page of Swords, there's a need for you to make sure any ideas, brilliant ideas, great ideas that you may have come through, that you don't just sit on them for dear life. Okay. Also making sure that you're not letting your fear of your ideas being successful keep you from actually acting on them. Also, with any sort of like ideas, wild ideas or plans or things that you want to put in place, make sure you actually really do the research, the due diligence necessary before you invest your energy and time and effort into any type of plan. Okay. So if you're trying to open a business, make sure you have all the important details. Okay. This is also being careful of entertaining pettiness. Now, the challenge that may come up with the Father of Swords in reverse, which would be the King of yeah, the King of Wands in reverse. The challenge may be a fire sign specifically, another Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or you guys being your own challenge in a sense where you may be feeling like not energetically like yourself. Since this card is in reverse, this is like not being yourself. This could also be you just having more of a short temper and finding yourself just a lot more agitated during this time frame. Or you could just be sensing that people are trying you. Point blank period. People are trying you. There may be a slight creative block for some of you. You may have a moment where you're like overthinking it and applying too much pressure on yourself and being perfectionist. And this could really block your creativity and send you into like this, like wanting to be into like a shell, like a turtle. Like that's the best way I can describe it. It's like when a turtle dips its head back into the shell. This is what you guys may end up going into, where you feel like you're not confident enough and that everything that you're doing is just isn't in alignment. And that's not true. You're just being a perfectionist. Now, when it comes to love, specifically with the Chariot, this is you trying to focus on moving forward. If there was any lies, any confusion, any games your person may have been playing, some of you are just trying to move on from that and still work on the relationship and still be together. Others of you, you just want to move on from the experience itself and just not be in the relationship anymore. But for a lot of you, this is more of you focusing on moving on for the sake of the relationship and you guys keeping it intact. You could also be dealing with the Cancer. Yeah, or somebody who like is business minded in some cases. But when it comes to career, I have the Son of Wands, so this would be the Knight of Wands. So with career, like I said, energy wise, you could have a really good day where you're like the boss, you're doing what you need to do. Other days, you don't even want to get up out of bed. You don't want to do this. You don't want to create. You don't want to focus. You just feel lethargic. Energy's not really there. You don't really like your ideas. So just be careful of like being hard on yourself as you go through these fluctuations of energy. Like I said, some of you may be being affected by that eclipse that we just went through. Or some of you are just, going through the motions. And that's okay. There's no need for you to be extremely hard on yourself, especially in the moments where you're already kind of having a lot of questions going through your mind. So this is what I see. I hope that you were able to take something from this video. If so, please feel free to thumbs this video up, subscribe, check out the description box if you need a personal, and I'll see you in the next one.